Welcome back, students. This is Mr. Holmes here, and I talk to you about colors once again this week. And this is the first week that I will be seeing all your faces in class, at least a quarter of you at a time. So I'm excited for that. But we are still going to be presenting the information to you in a flipped classroom setting like this. So you're still going to be watching these videos at home, and when you're in class, you're going to be hanging out with me and the rest of your peers, and we're going to be doing art. So today we're talking about color schemes, also known as color plans. Color is my day-long obsession, joy, and torment. That's Claude Monet. I want to start with a fun little quote to get us going here. Now, a monochromatic color scheme it uses one color and the various tints, which we know you add white to get a tint of a hue, and a shade of that hue, which is adding black to it, to create a piece. So monochromatic is going to be have kind of the same feeling throughout the piece. Here's an example of a monochromatic painting. A color triad is a group of three colors that are equally spaced along the color wheel. Here we're using the example yellow, blue, and red. That is a color triad. Of course, you can make this color triad using any three colors of your choice that are equally spaced out along the color wheel. Here's a great example of a painting using the color triad. Now, complementary colors. There are two colors that are opposite from each other on the color wheel. The example here is blue and orange. Nothing's more classic than blue and orange. You can see it in this painting of oranges and this blue silk fabric that's thrown on the table. You're also going to see complementary colors a lot in your everyday life. You might see it as like one of the best sport teams ever created, like that, or perhaps a little more close to home. Sport teams and logos of companies are going to use complementary colors often because they're very striking. They're going to draw the viewer's attention to it, and it makes a good impact and is very readable from far away as well. Now, split complementary is when you have one color and the two colors next to its complement. So you see here green and red. Now, green and red are complementary colors. So we're splitting that complementary up into green and then the neighboring colors of red. So that way this violet color and this orange red. Here's a photograph example, an example of a split complementary color style. Now, tetradic. So this is a little more complex. We're using two complementary pairs. So again, it could be your orange and purple, or your yellow and purple, or I guess it'd be gold. Your gold and purple, excuse me. And then your green and violet. But it's using all four of those together in the same piece. Now, analogous colors are a group of three or more colors that share a common color. Now, that's kind of confusing here, but basically, analogous colors are on the same side of the color wheel. They're kind of buddies. They hang out together, and all the hues are similar in the way they appear. So it's going to kind of create a look. It's going to look like a monochromatic look if you do analogous paintings. Here's an example of analogous colors right here. They all blend together. Now you can tell they're definitely different hues in this piece. You see yellow, orange, and red, and maybe even like a burnt umber in the background. But they're all very close together on the color wheel. Here's an example of a watercolor someone did, which uses this style of color theory. And you can see already how it kind of looks monochromatic, but it's not because it's analogous because of the colors are so close to that color wheel. It's not just made with hints and shades of a hue. All colors are friends of their neighbors, and they're lovers of their opposites. That's the artist Marc Chagall. He made a lot of work in the early 20th century, and here's an example of his work to end you with. Pretty neat, huh? All right, so that's color theory. It's going to help you out on the project this week. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me either by my email or, hey, I will see you in class this week. So excited for that. All right, everybody. Talk with you real soon.